if I do this? Well, I want to thank you guys all for coming to what is the beginning of a legacy, the beginning of a dynasty, the beginning of the new America. And of course, I'm talking about the defeat of Hillary Clinton. To those of you that came out here today on this auspicious, suspicious, and wonderful occasion, I just want to say to all of you from Laura and me, way to go, amigos. Yes, that's right, Brent, I speak Mexican. Feliz Navidad. As you know, my llama is Jorge Bush. And tonight, I want to just extend a greeting of love from Kenny Bunkport all the way down to Texas and say, mi casa is su casa. But to the other team, I'll use a little Mexican food lingo and say, mi casa is nachos. Why don't you guys take a seat? We're going to be here a while. Thank you for coming. I appreciate y'all. Yes. I tell you, I love weddings. And so does my lovely wife, Laura. I wish Laura could be here with me today. It was sad. I had to cry on the Secret Service during the wedding. You know. By the way, y'all like my Secret Service agents? Yeah. It's all Obama would give me. But, you know, I love Laura. She's my heartthrob. She makes my heart go pity-pat. When I read y'all's romantic story on your self-written webpage, where you talked all about yourselves, it reminded me of the first days of me and Laura. You know, when I first met Laura, she was a librarian. That's why I checked her out in the first place. And here you are at Miller's Ale House. What were you checking out there? I don't know. But that's where y'all began, and it was just from there, it was off to the races, and what a wonderful discovery you made when you both realized that you had political inspirations, aspirations, whatever. You know, Laura, like Brigdy did. I'm just kidding. I know it's Bridget. Bridget, right? See, you gotta, let's see, Laura taught me you take the big words and you break them down into their sub-participles. Like that one word, you take it and you go new and clear. New, clear. Then you put it together, nuclear. It's beautiful. Look, you know, when I first walked in, some of y'all looked kind of astonished. I just want to say, don't be scared. I'm a former president, but I'm just like anybody else. I lost my job back in 2008. Around the same time I lost my house. Wow, 8 years. It was amazing. What a blast. You know, if I'd have known I was going to miss living in the White House that much, I'd have spent more time there. And haven't we just gone through the nuttiest election of our lifetimes? Now, I didn't exactly vote for Donald, but as I said many times during the course of the election, may the best man win. I tried to help my brother Jeb get elected, as all of you know. I love Jeb. I thought he would have made a great president. I learned when we were kids that he is an honest fella. He will always tell you the truth. All you got to do is hold him down and wave a booger over his face. You know, I'm glad Jeb decided to get out though. You know, that mean old Trump was picking on him and making fun of him. He said Jeb was low energy. That hurt Jeb's feelings. He had to go home and take a nap. And Trump, he's always talking about how he'll deal with China. Hey, I tried to deal with China. It wasn't that easy. They don't speak our language. And folks are wondering also about Donald Trump's faith. I know how we can find out about Donald Trump's faith. Symptom hunting with Dick Cheney. I don't know if we'll see Donald pray, but I know we'll see Donald duck. Oh, it's so fun. You know, I understand that your ambition is to be FLOTUS. Well, you know, you're starting in a good place, working for my friend, the wonderful, great governor of the state of Maryland. You know, Laura used to work for a governor. Me. The great state of Texas, we called her the FLOTUS. First Lady of Texas. For those of you that are a little slow on the uptick. I actually invented that word. FLOTUS. I don't even have a follow-up. I just thought I'd say that. But it's a wonderful thing to have aspirations, Brent, of leading. Because what you get is the opportunity to mold the character and future of other people. And what could be more important than to allow your life to shape the lives of so many others? You know, I'm one guy, but I have the privilege of influencing so many others. It's kind of like a reverse funnel that starts with me, you know, goes out like that. It's awesome. Tremendous privilege. And I understand you guys got a chance to meet your idol, Paul Ryan, speaker. How was that? Was that cool? Yeah. You know, have you guys noticed? Brent looks a lot like Ryan. Are you sure your dad isn't Paul Ryan? You know, there's a career in lookalikes if you ever decide you want to be a Paul Ryan. That would have been cool. Especially if Mitt Romney won, you know what I'm saying? Then you could have been the Ryan double. Ryan Seacrest. You could have changed your name to Brent Ryan. Instead of Brent, what's your last name? What's your first name?
Tracy.
Tracy, see there? I love a guy with two first names. And that's a big change from Scamarax. It's going to be a lot easier to write. Have you tried it yet? Have you written? Oh, see. Yeah, I wouldn't let Laura write Bush until she was one. But it was fun. We had some fun. And so I just want to give you a little bit of advice to round out your wedding and to help you get a good start on your marriage. And so I want you and everybody here to say after me these words. Courage. Courage. Communication. Communication. Character. Character. Excellent. Well done. I call those the 4 C's of leadership. As a husband, you've got to lead by your principles and stick to your values, even when Bridget doesn't think your ideas are any good. It's something I had to get used to, but it's all right. It made me tough. Now I've got thick skin like an elephant, which is the symbol of the Republican Party, or the Republican Party. And you know, I forgot the rest of that joke. Moving on. The second C is communication. And communication is so important, especially when you're bilingual, as I happen to be. You've got to be careful to use the words you mean to use carefully, or else you can create an international incident like me and the Secret Service boys learned during a recent trip to Pakistan. There's a big difference between saying, I want a cracker and I am a cracker. Now the third C is character. And I know you guys know what I mean by character. Integrity. Morality. Always being honest with one another. You know, I've traveled the world. I've slept in Buckingham Palace. I've watched the sunrise over Jerusalem. and I feasted in the deserts of Abu Dhabi. I know, I like that word. Abu Dhabi. It's fun to say, try it. Abu Dhabi. Yeah, sounds like bibbidi bobbidi. Well, the point is, always lead with your heart and live with integrity. Put your wife before your ambitions. Put your husband before your ambitions. And you'll make it all the way to the finish line, which is, horizontal. So, here's to you. I appreciate you. And, I've got one little surprise, one extra surprise. As you guys know, I'm a painter. And I've been coming up with portraits of world leaders and Putin and other folks like that. But I have been trying out my hand at something else because I want to continue to be an inspirator. I want to continue making a difference and having an influence. And so, well, I've noticed that music is the universal language. Well, I dare say every one of you, you've got songs stored in your heart, songs that help to define you, songs that every time you hear it, it takes you right back to where you were the first time you heard it. Then there's great American anthems like this one. Help me out. Oh, say, can you see? That was a 4C, by the way.